alone again. Devin took the kids out. There's quite a few things that I want to get done by myself. Also, I kind of want to change my shirt because I spilled dinner on it. But it says all you need is love and Diet Coke, and I'm not drinking a Diet Coke right now, but I am drinking some water. So cheers to Lindsay drinking some water. Devin put my straw in upside down, but it's fine. Okay, so the first thing, I'm trying to think of what the first thing I want to do is. I need to paint up here. Hello! This is not supposed to live here. It just has because I moved out of the dining room. Honestly, I think the putty has held up pretty good. I just need to take this out, paint with the wall color and just kind of finish off this wall, and then maybe I'll hang the shelf up here as well. All right, I'm gonna go find the paint and then we're gonna paint that really quick. I literally just like threw some wood putty into the hole where the screw was. It's beautiful. Just ignore all the stuff that I do not want to deal with currently. Ignore it, it doesn't exist. Now I gotta climb up here again. I got this. As long as the counter doesn't give out on me, we're good.
And grateful I was that it did not. I used a key that was already on the counter to open the can, as you would, because why would you get off the counter to open the can? Oh, and shook it around. It worked.
Do I care that I don't have the primer on there first? No, I don't. Am I just gonna say this thing that says it's paint and primer is probably fine? Yes, I am. And would a roller do a better job? Probably.
Yeah, a roller probably would have done a better job, but I didn't really want to get all of that out. It was so much easier just to get a paintbrush and the can out and just start painting. I did, you'll see maybe later, I did get a little bit in my hair and I have a slight splatter on my shirt. But does it matter? No, it does not matter. And it looks fine. And this is honestly like, I just kind of wear whatever fits me right now, which is any t-shirt and pregnancy jeans. So if they get a little paint splatter on them, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And I did do 2 coats of paint on this.
All right, so that's probably as done as that's gonna get. Oh, there's another spot over there. I'm just gonna grab that really quick because it's been bugging me for a long time. And then there's one above the sink too that I might fix as well.
You might be wondering why there's so many spots in my house that need to be touched up on the walls. We have plaster walls, so it's not like drywall. It's not really drywall, it's like plaster, and so it is very it's cracking. There's one spot that's behind that calendar right there in the kitchen that really needs to be like scraped down because the plaster is just coming off the wall. So I need to scrape it down, fill it in, sand it, make it look nicer. And there were some spots around in the kitchen that the dog had gotten really messy and I just painted over it. I was like, this works. I mean, I could sit and wash the walls, but they also needed to be painted. So yes, I know painting on top of dirt is probably not the best solution, but you know, it is what it is, and it's what I did.
Okay, let's head into a room that I cannot do when the kids are home, and that is the nursery. Joel's room is not one that I can really deal with when the kids are home. So this is what I need to do. Clean up, see if I can kind of organize things a little bit. This box needs to go downstairs. It's got all the 18 to 24 month, sorry, the 12 to 24 month clothing. So it's like 12 month and 18 month clothes basically. Because he's wearing 2T right now. He can wear like the 18 to 24 month stuff right now, but not everything. And then the stuff that I don't want to be in here, I'm going to send downstairs as well. I need to go through, after this room, we're going to go downstairs and go into the room that I'm going to take that stuff to and see. I just did a video on it recently. I'm going to see if I can do some more Let me open the windows though. I went yard sailing recently and I got this under the crib storage. It's like this drawer thing. It was $2. So I don't want to keep this in here because I feel like that's wasted space. That might just go downstairs. I would like to keep like extra sheets or blankets and things in here because there's a big pile in that corner that I need to figure out a solution for. So let's bring all that over here. Some of it needs to go downstairs. Some of it needs to go in the drawer. And then I think this ottoman I actually brought in here and I think I want to put it in that corner. But I think I want it to be for stuffed animals. So we're gonna throw all these stuffed animals in here that can fit. And I'm sure there's more, but oh, here's one.
This room has definitely been kind of like a pain point for me, so I was really glad that I was able to come in here while the boys were gone so that I could actually go through these blankets without them kind of watching me do it, and I was able to just get a little bit done and get some stuff for my sister because she just had her little baby boy. He wasn't born yet at this point, but she was about to have him, I think. I don't know. I might be messing up the timeline.
All right, this one, okay. I'm gonna go through some of these blankets and send some with my sister. This one I want to keep. This one I don't have any sentimental attachment to. I don't recall even getting this blanket, so that one can go. This one's a question mark. This one I got from the NICU, and it's like I'm kind of sentimentally attached to that one. This one I'm sentimentally attached to. This one I'm not really. This one I'm sentimentally attached to. There's two of these ones. So do I want that one or this one? I think I want the one with the brown edging. I think. What's on the back side? Is it the same fabric? Yeah. Okay, so it's the same. Keep that one. Give this one away. Okay, cool. This one I truly like. This one is Joel's blanket. That's just like a cover. This is one that I'm attached to. That also is for the bedding. And then Devin made this blanket, so I'm keeping that one, and this one I really like too. So those ones we'll keep. This one I really like. I kind of want to keep it for little baby, so I'll keep that one. And then there's some swaddles and things over there that I want to go through also, that I just threw over there, that we will go through downstairs, I think, and set my sister up with some blankets for her baby boy coming. Okay. Alrighty. I'm tired. But that corner's cleared. Well, mostly.
Yes, the corner was cleared out and it felt really good. But I also was thinking about the timeline because I am about to go through all of the baby clothes, and she hadn't had the baby yet because I remember distinctly taking the clothes over to her house before she had her baby. So anyway, and then I'm going through on top of the dresser is where I kind of throw things that I don't know what to do with. And so I did end up clearing that off, and it looks so much better still. It's not 100%, and yes, I do still throw things on there that I don't know what to do or I can't deal with in the moment. So like the clothes that I need to hang up, but I don't have time to hang them up at that moment in time because I have a 1-year-old I'm chasing after, and I'm like, it's good enough. I got it in the room. That's close enough to hanging up in the closet, right? And so I did end up, I was able to put the clothes in the closet this time, which was nice, and getting all of that stuff cleared out of his room was such a wonderful blessing. So I was so happy I was able to do that, and actually picking up the books off the floor that ended up all over the floor. I was just trying to stuff them on there, but then I realized I had to kind of organize them a little so that they could all fit on there, and I do need to organize the shoes because there's so many shoes and I don't think half of them even fit him.
Okay, what do you think? Do I need another coat? I mean, you can definitely see where it is. I might throw another coat on there just for kicks and giggles. Let's do it. And kicks and giggles were had. I don't know. I just threw another splatter of paint on there, and when I came back to it, it had like drips because I put so much paint on for the second, I don't know, for the second coat. It's fine. I just kind of wiped off any that were there, and it still had little drip marks, but it's fine. A shelf is going on top of it. It doesn't really matter. It's not all that serious. And then I took all this stuff downstairs. It really wasn't heavy, so don't worry about that. Okay, so this room is such a pain point for me. But I feel like once I get some of the baby clothes out, which I'm gonna give my sister all of the stuff that's like up to a year in boy clothes, except for maybe a few things that are like special to me. So once I do that, I feel like this side of the closet will be a little bit better. Not a lot better, but a little bit better. Okay. It did feel better to get all of the stuff out of the closet and kind of rearrange it a little bit better. I sorted through all the clothes, you'll see that in just a minute, and I was able to pull a couple things out that were just kind of special that maybe I want to use for my baby that's coming in a couple months, and just things that I didn't really want to send with someone else and never see again. So it was just a couple things, really not very many. I think there was only like 3 or 4 things in the newborn bin, and then the rest really I didn't save much because I had already saved what I wanted in another bin as I was kind of pulling him out when Joel was little. Or Joel is still little. He's only 1. He just turned 1. I don't know, he's just so big. So this is like from 1 year to almost 2 years, and then this one is 3T. Okay, I think these are all just girl clothes, but I need to go through them and organize them soon to see what I have and what I need, and I'm also sure I'm going to get more from other people too, which is great and also overwhelming. So this is all baby stuff in here that I will need to sort through, and I don't know if I need to give my sister this bin yet, but I could. And I don't know if I'll give her the whole bin or if I'll just give her the bags that are in it, because I think I'd like to keep the bin. And I could throw them into boxes too. This can go in there. Okay. Are you overwhelmed? Because I'm overwhelmed. Alright, so I think I have most of the boy clothes out. Okay, I think I'm just gonna dump everything out and then start sorting it, because I think that's the only way that this is gonna seem less daunting. I don't know. All the different boxes are stressing me out, so I'm just gonna see if I can organize a little. This room, there's not a lot of room in here, just because it's a mess. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start labeling the boxes for my own sanity. There's this, and where did that marker go? Right there. Like I said, my little boy is just turned 1, but he's already wearing a size 2T, so it's like I feel like I went through these clothes really, really fast. He sped through the sizes so quickly I wasn't even able to like use half of these clothes. It was so crazy. So I didn't even sort through them. I kind of just threw them all downstairs. It just went so fast. So when my sister was about to have a boy, I'm like, okay, I need to start going through this stuff. But then she ended up having her baby early, and like there were some complications. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go through these clothes, and literally like I think 2 or 3 days before she had the baby is when I dropped off the clothes, and she had her baby a few weeks early. And that's, he's healthy and everyone's healthy, but it's just crazy. It just reminded me of when Dan was born. Dan was born 33 weeks gestation, so he was 7 weeks early.
and he was so tiny. He was just 4 pounds, 10 ounces, and it was like this tiny little human, and it was so scary. He was my firstborn, and my sister was just like, yeah, if I went through this for my first, I don't know what I would do. And I'm like, you just do it. Like, you want to have a certain amount of kids, or you want to have a certain kind of family, and you just kind of go through it. You do the motions, and you kind of forget how hard it was as time goes on as well, because like it was hard. It was really hard having a baby in the NICU, and it was really hard going through that, but it was also, there were so many good things about it. Like, it was right before the pandemic that Dan was born, and it was kind of nice to not have to go through the birth process while the pandemic was happening. And literally, like, the day we took Dan home from the hospital was the day that they started like cracking down on people coming to the hospital. Like, they went from 4 visitors at a time to 2 visitors at a time the day we took him home. So it was really nice to be able to just have him home that day. Anyway, so it's just kind of crazy thinking about how life can change so quickly when you have a little baby. I don't know. It's just crazy. So I went through all the boxes and I got them all ready for my sister, and I did end up taking those to her house, I think the next day or the day after. I can't remember. It was fairly soon after I got it all ready. And then I had this shelf that I wanted to hang up. It was important. The wall was dry. It was fine. It had a few hours to dry before I started hanging it. And honestly, it doesn't matter that much. It was just a touch-up paint job. It was fine. And we tried hanging this shelf. So Devin did end up helping me for a minute. He doesn't show himself in the video, but I did have him help me for a minute to try and like drill into the wall, because behind the plaster of this wall that I touched up is cinder block. So it is just cinder block and then plaster on top, and like this fine mesh. I don't know. It's like a mesh metal, I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, so I didn't have my impact drill, so I had like just a regular drill that I could drill holes with, but I tried to use that drill right there, the whatever brand that is, DeWalt, and I tried to drill the screws into the wall too. I needed my impact drill. It's the next day, and I'm sitting in the piano room area. But I have this that I ordered, and I need to clean out my dryer vent really bad. So I ordered this, and it comes with a few different things. It's got like a brush. Okay. So it's got like a brush that you can kind of scoop out the lint and stuff. And then it has an attachment for the vacuum. I'm guessing this goes in here. And then this probably attaches to the vacuum. And then I can push this all up in the dryer vent thing. And then I can also use this to scoop any out that I feel like is just stuck down there. So we're gonna try it out. I'm excited to see if it works. I don't know, I've needed to clean out the dryer thing for a long time. So let's go test it out in my laundry room real quick. So down here, there's a used filter from our whatever it's called, the thing, the thing that uses a filter. I just need this part. And I might detach it. Okay, yeah, I wanted to take out the wand because that part makes it a little harder. Honestly, this might be nice for not just using on my dryer too. Okay, and then like there's like this little rubbery part that I can hopefully fit my vacuum into. Yep, fits right in there. And then I can just, let's pull you over here. Hopefully. I clean this every time. I think I'm gonna try and clean that out since I don't really have any laundry I have to put in there anytime soon. But I gotta turn on the vacuum and see if this will work. Let's see. Can you see in there? It's so gross. There's so much in there. And it definitely needs to be cleared out. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't cleared this out in a long time. Devin may have tried, but honestly, like I did the trick a long time ago where you attach a piece of like the cardboard in a paper towel thing, and you just use that as you tape it and you use it as malleable, you know, something to get in there because it's so thin and hard to get in. And I've done that before, but this worked so much better. I really enjoyed it. It was so much nicer. I think I need to empty out this. It's not working very good, but I found a used breast pad. I'm just gonna toss it. If I haven't needed it this whole time, I'm thinking it's good to throw away. And I don't want to deal with cleaning it because gross. Yeah, I really like how deep this hose can go in there. Like I was pushing it pretty far in there. And then I ended up taking the wire thing, the wire brush. There it is, right there. I took that and I kind of broke up the pieces that were kind of stuck still, and then I vacuumed it out again, and that was able to clear it out really good. And I felt like it did a really good job. I'll show you the finished product in just a second. It looks so much better. So yeah. All right, so I think me cleaning this, I did a pretty good job. I will say so myself. Looks much better in there than it did, and this I will clean another day. I don't want to do it right now. So I'm sure it'll help. I don't use like fabric softeners, and I don't use dryer sheets, so I think that helps that aspect of it so that it doesn't get so plugged up. But I need to empty the vacuum again, so I'm going to do that really quick. I need to do a serious deep clean on my vacuum. It's been a hot minute since I've cleaned it out. And as I was emptying it, I spilled all of the stuff, and then Dan wanted to come and help me clean it up, which was so sweet of him. And yeah, it's just like my vacuum. I cleaned up some Hidden Valley Ranch powder a long time ago, and it still smells that way. So, you know. I broke my tripod. That makes me really sad. I think I need a new one. Anyway, new camera, new tripod. I need all the things. Definitely, well, I've been needing a new one anyway, so it's fine. Well, that feels good. I feel accomplished. And I cut it really weird because my kid was downstairs, and, you know, he's really cute, but I also don't think he needs to be on camera, so I just cut it out. But here I am just pulling the shelf. The shelf was staying there. We were able to get a couple screws in the first time we were kind of doing it. This is literally like 2 or 3 days later. I couldn't tell you. I'm wearing a different shirt, so who really knows? But I was able to pull off each section, each screw that we had in there, just holding it up. And we had my air fryer that I got and a book just holding it at the level we wanted it. It honestly didn't even need that there because it was fine. But I got the screws in on the different parts. I just started drilling holes. I had to adjust where the holes were though, because I couldn't get holes in the underneath part, so I had to just move the circle so that I could actually get screws in each of the holes. And yes, the impact drill did a much better job at getting the screws in there. And I had to use little tiny screws on the top 4 screws. And honestly, they're not even in there. They're just kind of decoration. And then I colored them in with some black marker just to make them blend with the others, because I had to use little small screws instead of the screws that it came with because it didn't work. It wasn't, there's like extra cinder block behind those spots. I don't know. It's like cement right there. I just could not get them in, so they just are in the plaster in that one spot. But it's so sturdy. That shelf is not going anywhere. I was kind of joking with Devin. I'm like, when we sell this house at some point, I don't think we're gonna bring this shelf with us. We'll just leave it here, and it's just gonna stay there forever. It's a nice shelf though. It does add a lot to the kitchen, I think. So I'm glad I did it. And then here's a little bit of me wiping off the like all the plaster and drywall and all that from the shelf to make it look nicer. And yeah, looks so good. there was a bunch of plaster underneath, and then that's what it looks like on the wall. It was really pretty. And then I'm just gonna end this video with me changing out the calendar to June because that is what I decided to do. I needed to change out my calendar, and I was like, well, I'll film this really quick. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!